Pakistan is under fire. Now, where have we heard that before? That's right. That is pretty much what the status quo is for the country with regards to its preparation for the ICC Champions Trophy. They are busy firefighting every single step of the way. And looks like much of the battle will be fought outside the cricket field and long before Pakistan even so much as takes the field at the ICC event. The biggest talking point now is the after effects of the readied stadiums. As you know, the tri-series between Pakistan, New Zealand and South Africa has begun. The first game, in fact, between Pakistan, the hosts, and New Zealand at the new Lahore stadium saw an incident. It occurred when Pakistan was batting, chasing a mammoth target that New Zealand had set for them. And in the 37th over, Rachin Ravindra, trying to catch a ball that was hit in the air, lost sight of it and got struck hard on his face instead. He was on his knees in a daze as blood dripped from the gash on his forehead and was immediately taken off the field. Pakistan went on to lose that run chase and the match, but the biggest loser seems to be the one everyone is targeting for this gory episode, the Pakistan Cricket Board. Ravindra failed to feature in New Zealand's second game against South Africa today, even though New Zealand managed to release a statement saying he was recovering. But what this incident has highlighted, ironically, is the poor lighting system at the Gaddafi stadium. The floodlights are being blamed for the player here, Ravindra, completely being blinded as he was preparing to take that catch along the ropes. The internet, in fact, went livid after witnessing this. Just some days ago, Pakistan came under severe flack for inaugurating a complete stadium that had a massive trench running along the boundary, separating the spectators who would be there watching the action on the field and the cricket field itself, raising many questions over the security, or rather the lack of it, that this would lead to. In fact, a video popped up on social media that showed security personnel at the venue engaged in what I can only describe as a mock drill to secure pitch invaders. Basically, it showed a series of drills being conducted that had security rushing in to apprehend pitch invaders, something that you can never really plan for. The drill being conducted itself is a bit of a worry. Security is a concern and was the prime reason India refused travelling to Pakistan. The main reason for the ICC event to eventually adopt and Pakistan to eventually give in to a hybrid model. That is one area that Pakistan will be praying remains incident-free throughout the tournament. But clearly, that's not the only problem Pakistan have to deal with. The Ravindra incident has drawn focus back to just how ready the stadiums really are in every other aspect that is essential for the running of an ICC-level event. Lights, for one. In fact, reports came out that the ICC was not too happy about the placement and the size of the LED screens at the Karachi stadium, which of course will be able to give fans a clear picture of the replays and any other information that normally pops up on the LED screens at stadiums, but it is going to obstruct the view of fans who would have purchased tickets to sit in the area right behind where the screens are. ICC was displeased with this, and if fans do create a furore over it, that's an issue PCB will have to deal with separately all over again. Something similar to what happened at the New York venue with the T20 World Cup last year, where the drop-in pitch almost made it too dangerous for batters out there. And then, of course, there's the injury concern of Haris Rauf, who sustained a sprain during his match against New Zealand. And though the PCB strongly believes he will come through in time for the Champions Trophy, pressure is riding high on Pakistan all over again, especially when their Prime Minister sends out this message for his players.
We have a very good side and they have done well in recent times. But the real task now is to not only win the Champions Trophy, but also defeat our arch-rival India in the upcoming match in Dubai. The entire nation stands behind them.
The message is enough to rock us all back to realizing that the rivalry, however insipid and lackluster it may be on the field when they face each other off, will be supercharged nevertheless. That India versus Pakistan can never be just another game. So if all the constant chaos leading up to the preparations and the Champions Trophy itself is not enough, nor the injury concerns or the form of certain players, then this stern message from the head of state ought to give the PCB and the Pakistan cricket squad that gears up for this campaign many nightmares. Clearly, not the shoes anyone would want to be in right now.
We're calling the show Vantage. We hope you like what we've put together for you. Touted as the minimum defense from that video. India's neighbours were the first to send the special edition of Vantage live from the White House throughout the week. Hindu Mandir in we're on our way to Tel Aviv. Pretty measure, but it's also the perfect way to drive.
I don't think that
Prime Minister of Bhutan, Sherin Tagwe. Welcome to
60% of the world's
office. Prime Minister Modi did the iron.
we were actually
How are you doing? How do you like? It's been 1 year since that meeting. Iron bars separate you from the outside. Out the vote effort. Trump had, it says, and at $4.3 trillion. 4.3 300 billion by 2030. That's what we need to tackle climate change.